Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Family Sedan channel. Here's a headline from you today. XRP no longer target for regulators. Now it's Ethereum, lawyer explains. And this is certainly true. So yes, XRP's been attacked and we're still waiting to see the final conclusion regarding the SEC v. Ripple case. I'm optimistic for a positive outcome there. But what we're seeing now is an attack on proof of stake and specifically Ethereum. And it's just so interesting to think that XRP, in short order, if things go the way we hope and think they might, XRP could be the only large cap coin on the damn planet with legal clarity here in the United States, which would have a major impact on global XRP price, I certainly suspect anyway. And then right at the same time where potentially Ethereum and many other proof of stake coins are having a really hard time probably for years. And we're coming out of it as XRP holders. So we just went through it first, perhaps. And look, not that I want that to happen. I take no joy in saying that. I hold ETH. It's the first crypto I ever bought. I've been holding it since November 10th of 2017. So no, I don't want that to happen, but it is indeed the case, and we've been warning for years. So I want to highlight some specifics on that and the comments from attorney John Deaton. Also, something really interesting here is the SEC losing a bit of their fight, a bit of their grit in the SEC v. Ripple case? Because they had an opportunity to file a response to something that Ripple filed very recently, and they just didn't. I've never seen that before. Why would they not? Are they ceding ground? Are they giving up? It's weird. It's super duper weird. And Attorney Hogan talks about that. But before going any further, I do want to be clear. I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I am not offering legal or financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. All right, so I'm not going to read this article. I'm going to go straight to the source and show you what they were talking about here. There's a thread from this guy named Matt Blaine. I think he's an attorney. Yeah. And so there's this long thread. I'm not going to go through his whole thread, but one of the tweets in his thread from the other day reads as follows. The New York Attorney General's goal is likely to get a quick decision versus a weak or unmotivated foe, unlikely to zealously defend the case where the decision somehow implicates a token as an unregistered security. The New York Attorney General likely then uses this decision to get other exchanges to stop listing the token. And so what he's referencing there is a suit from the NYAG, New York Attorney General, against cryptocurrency exchange KuCoin, in which they claim that they're offering Ethereum as an unregistered security and seeking to get them to stop. And so the point that he's making there is that they're thinking that maybe KuCoin, probably an unmotivated and weak foe, effectively. Maybe they don't have the big war chest like Ripple had, and they think that they can just get some sort of big win here and then use that decision to force other cryptocurrency exchanges to stop listing the token. So he thinks that's the strategy. And Attorney John Deaton retweeted that and wrote the following. It is a coordinated long play to get a default judgment and a potential ruling with language that KuCoin was selling ETH as an unregistered security. Why have the investigator purchased ETH specifically when there were hundreds of other tokens to choose from? Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, he meant pick, I think. He wrote purchase, but he meant pick. So why have the investigator pick ETH specifically when there were hundreds of other tokens to choose from? A bit of strategery there. And then Attorney Deaton says, ironically, XRP has been sold on KuCoin. The NYAG didn't pick XRP to allege. Now did it? They chose ETH and staking. It's about going after all staking. So there you go. XRP, not a target for the NYAG here. They went specifically after ETH. Again, we've been warning. We've been warning for a very long time about this. And then in a separate tweet, Attorney Deaton wrote, read the tweet below and info. Now read what the New York Attorney General says about staking and ETH. If you don't believe the NYAG and Gary Gensler are coordinating, I'm at a loss. And then he had shared this tweet, which is a screen grab from an article from The Block, which reads in part as follows. And this is a quote from Gensler. The investing public is anticipating a return, anticipating something on these tokens, whether they're proof of stake tokens, whether they're also looking to get returns on those proof of stake tokens and getting 2%, 4%, 18% returns. Right? That's what he's doing. He dating back to September 15th of last year, the date that Ethereum switched from proof of work to proof of stake, that was the date that Gary Gensler had, and it was a big headline. He stated that, hey, proof of work systems, looks like these are unregistered securities. Just happened to say it on the same day. And then you have this. This is from the suit, the KuCoin suit. ETH holders can now profit merely by participating in staking. And so, coordinated effort much? Yup. It sure as hell looks like it. And then you have attorney Bill Morgan, who retweeted attorney Deaton, and he said, "It is crazy. If I earn interest on money I deposit in a bank, there is pooling of the funds deposited. I don't expect a share of the bank's profits. I just expect the interest to be paid. If you stake as a validator, you expect the rewards to be paid regardless of ETH price action." Spot on. That is absolutely spot on. Regardless of the price action, if you're staking, you just expect the reward. That's it. That's it. Just like when you deposit a bank, you don't expect bank profits. You expect the interest that you're owed. That's it. Now, as far as the next thing, the SEC capitulating here, at least seem to be giving up on an important topic. Just to set the table here, this is a tweet from March 3rd of this year from attorney James K. Filan, member of the XRP community. And he was reporting that Ripple filed something unexpectedly. And he wrote, "Ripple files letter regarding recent Supreme Court case that supports Ripple's fair notice defense." Quote, "This opinion strongly supports defendant's fair notice because the government's prior guidance appears to contradict its present litigating position," end quote. And since I've already fully covered that topic, I'm not going to go into it any further than that. But they're basically using something that recently became, since it concluded in the Supreme Court, that is now precedent. And Ripple is using that as support in their case to support their fair notice defense. Now, XRP community member Ashley Prosper retweeted that just a couple days ago, March 15th, and wrote, "Notice that the SEC has not filed an objection to Ripple's supplemental authority from March 3rd regarding the Supreme Court ruling that supports its fair notice defense. Why would they not object? Any significance to this?" And Attorney Hogan responded. Attorney Jeremy Hogan said, "Honestly, I had forgotten about it. I think there were things I definitely want to point out if I was the SEC's lawyer. I don't know why they didn't respond. They should have." My fellow XRP YouTuber Mickle responded and wrote, "Yeah, I remember a pro SEC guy was poking some holes in it. Can the SEC not respond anymore?" And Attorney Hogan responded and he said, "They can still respond. Seems like a mistake to me. Unless the SEC has given up on winning the fair notice issue at summary judgment." And so this is why I have a question for all of you out there listening. What the hell's going on with this? I can't think of a single other instance in over 2+ years of litigation where Ripple filed something and then the SEC didn't irrationally bitch up a storm about it. And here they're not? What does that mean? Did they oops-a-doodle forget about it? I doubt that. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're actually seeding the ground. I don't know if there's something going on in the background. But see, that's the thing. Like you could speculate about, oh, well, is there some sort of settlement talk secretly and they didn't want to? No, I don't think that's it either. Because even if that's true and there are secret settlement talks we don't know about, which I don't think is likely, but even if that were the case, well, they would still go forward guns blazing. That's what you do. That's what you do. You keep fighting as though there isn't, a potential settlement on the horizon. Of course, that's what you do. So it's just weird. I can't really explain this. If you guys have any theories out there, let me know. It just seems like a mistake on the SEC's part, which I'm happy to see. But there's all sorts of, because look, the SEC makes all sorts of disingenuous arguments. They could have found something to complain about, right? But they didn't. Weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Family Sedan.